I actually set out right at the outset to create a building that would be a landmark. And the advantage I had this time compared to any other time is that I was also my own client. The name is called Crystal Hall. And when you see the building, when you see images of the building or when you're there in person, the name is self-evident in fact. It's almost as if it named itself. So the building is in fact designed such a way that it can be what is called almost like an open plan. So which means the building can be multi-purpose or multi-use. The site is in fact called Andapura, and in the local dialect it actually means a place of verandas. The site is on the edges of Bangalore City Corporation, okay, surrounded by orchards, etc. All my other projects also to a larger or smaller extent follow the same philosophy. And that philosophy or ideology is called Paleo-Modernism. Paleo simply means original or first. The point is to have something that is modern and yet it is superimposed on which is the Paleo part, which means a modern building yet embedded in history. So you come in here and then you climb these staircases, the building is 4 feet high, and then you have columns made of single layers of glass. That's why, and I have 2 or 3 layers of glass, so it gives you the effect of what is called the hypostyle hall. So then you enter through this the colonnade, and this hall in the main building is what I call the Hall of the Western Sun. But even the terraces, if actually has glass, a 7 feet glass parapet is actually, if I'm not mistaken, 8 feet high, which means that also is like an enclosure. So the building actually had to face west. Now that's a bit of a challenge because a lot of the building is going to face west. The problem is a lot of the heat is going to enter the building. You are having the longest portion of the building facing the hottest part of the day. So how do I solve the problem? So that's when we use what's called a glass garden. It's a nomenclature that we invented, but so to speak, what it means is we use the regular principle of a double glazing, except that instead of a few millimeters of vacuum or inert gas in between 2 double glazing, we have 1 layer of high performance glass, another layer of high performance glass, and 7 to 10 feet of lush rainforest between. When I say rainforest, means a lot of local trees that grow in between. This is the western glass, so which means the heat hits here. Because we have this trees here in between, okay, and because this is open to sky here, a lot of the heat actually goes up to the sky, and some of it which is remaining is again comes back into this. Again, some of it again reflected back from this inner layer, and then the last bit comes here. So minimum of 66.2 to 80% of the heat is from outside is actually reduced here. Because I was surrounded by orchards, it made all sense, at least as much as possible, to get the views. Glass is almost zero maintenance, okay, as far as building is concerned. Most people are simply not aware that glass is an extremely environmentally friendly material because it's one of the few materials that can be endlessly recycled without loss of quality or even loss of clarity. My takeaway from the building is if other architects can have takeaways from the building. That means if this can become something that becomes a case study for other people. I'm sure there are things I would have done wrong, some things we should not have done, and also some things we have done right. Not everything can be copied by architects, but many things can be. And I'll be happiest if somebody copies it.